we have got lots to do this week. I have brought things to show you. We have things to plant. We have things to sow. There's just a lot to, and even probably things to make. Actually, I've probably got to make some structures, something like that. So yeah. Oh, and I've got something to recommend. I bought something quite a few weeks ago now, and I've tried and tested it over the weeks. And let me tell you, I can highly recommend it. What this thing is. So stay tuned, because later on I will give you my review of something that I bought a few weeks ago. First of all, let's see what I have brought to show you. I can't remember whether I showed you these or not. Right, so if I'm doubling up on telling you something twice, I had a second lot printed, so I wasn't sure whether I told you about the first lot, but it was these. Okay, did I tell you about them? I'm going to tell you again anyway, just in case. I'm going to give you a date stamp, obviously. It is the 9th of June. Now, Monday the 9th of June, it's 9:30. The birds are tweeting. It's not rained yet, but let me tell you, we've had 2 or 3 weeks worth of rain. After all that glorious sun, it's now just continual rain. Right, with breaks in the rain. Right, so anyway, this. Had it printed on the 3D thing. It's for doing, well, for me, it would be for doing like mini arches over things, because I'd fasten that to the bed. Or if you had big posts, actually, if you had big posts in the ground to make more substantial houses, like the sweet corn. So if I'd have done the sweet corn house last year, and I'd have put posts in that wide, as that, I could have screwed these to the top of the post even more securely, couldn't I, rather than bamboo canes. It would have been much neater, much more sturdy. So 3D printed loads of these brackets. Okay, I did get some more brackets as well, print some more brackets if I can find them. I probably haven't brought them, so that's the end of that. I probably can't show you that. Oh yes, I have. Yes. I thought that was the end of that. No, I did. When Mick says, oh, the print is free, doesn't matter what colour it's in, he say, well, red was in, print something if you want. So I sent from my house to his house stuff to print, and I thought, you know what, I was making something the other day and I needed a straight bracket, straight thing. So I thought, you know what, I'll print some of those, because I can use them for things we make, like, for example, joining. Like when I joined that to that side bit to that, I could have put a few of them on. Yeah, they're strong, quite strong. So I could have put some of them on. So I've printed some of those. And then I also printed, because why not, this. And I'm thinking, will it go round? Yeah, this is my idea, right? So when winter comes, this is a job for autumn, right? I'm going to put some longer stakes in this polytunnel, because I don't want it to blow away. And then from the stakes round, don't know if you can see, round the tube to the stakes. Yeah, you get me? So I can attach it, probably not that high up, you know, on the straight bit, on the straight legs. Hammer posts in. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 on each side. Hammer them in, attach them. So, I mean, it's all pegged down, as you know, but anything that helps, because, you know, there's a lot of stuff in here. So, anyway, some more. And there's corner ones and all sorts of, I've already bought those L-shaped brackets already, haven't I? So I didn't need to do any of them, but yeah. So I made some brackets. So that's that. Now I also printed, just because Mick says print is free, print something if you want. So I just think, oh, what should I print now? I did a sundial, right? I did a sundial. Unfortunately, there's no sun, so I can't put it in its position where it needs to go. And I've got no silicone to silicone it on to anything. But, you know, I've got, oh, hang on 1 second. I've got something I could maybe adapt and put that on somewhere when the sun does come out. Wait 1 second. I found this on a mudlark. Right? So, maybe not that end. Oh, no, maybe that. No, the flat end, like that. Put something on top there to sit that on. Paint it. Ooh, just did the sun. So this is a job for a lovely summer sunny day. Right, so we'll leave that to the side there. Leave it, putting it to the side, my sundial, because we need the sun to be able to tell the time correctly. Right, okay, potatoes, right. I've put sweet potatoes. I've got a couple growing in the little greenhouse. I've done what several people have told me rather than copying what the book said. Sweet potatoes. This one got munched and chewed by slugs, but I put it in here and it started to grow. So, slow and steady wins the race. I've got a couple more outside actually. I think they might be growing. I don't know if this one's growing, not checked. Ooh. Ooh. Right, okay, well, you know, let's just keep them there. Let's keep that one going. What else have I got? Right, we need to renew the fat balls. Okay, so I've brought 2 packets so I can put that, fill that, and then put the rest in the seed container, the bird seed container, the metal one, so that no creatures can get in. So, sorry about the squeaking. So, fat balls, that's one thing to do. The thing to plant, onion sets. My friend bought some onion sets for her allotment, Pink Shed allotment. She bought some onion sets, right? But there was a lot more than she thought. So I'm going to use what I need, and then I'm going to put the rest of the communal area, see if anybody else wants any onions. There's no point in wasting them, is there? So I've got a place for this. I've decided in my sleep, as I always do, as I'm drifting off to sleep, I think, what can I do at the allotments? And this is the thing I thought of, and I know exactly where they're going. We will do that later. Okay, so stick with it. Right, Seedcraft Club. We're going to be sowing one of the seeds from this month's Seedcraft Club, and it is runner beans sweepstake. Now, no, I'm not going to build another tall structure because these are dwarf ones. These are little mini ones. Let's see what it says. Runner bean sweepstake won't grow above 50 centimetres, making them ideal for container growing or even flower beds. So that's sweepstake, okay? Pick the pods regularly to ensure further flowering and continuous pod development. This heavy cropping, high yielding variety has a dwarf bushy habitat, so no need to support it. And I know exactly where that's going, so we're going to do that one. The other seeds that came were borecole, which is kale, borecole, don't know. Swede, not really done that one, have I? Spring onion. We've got loads of spring onion going to seed, so I probably won't use that one either. So for now, they will go in the seed tin. Let's pop them, sorry, in the seed tin while I think about it. I haven't got anything. Yes, something else to show you what I bought with these metal. I'll tell you what, I'll get you one of these. With these metal things here with holes in. They're actually for pellets. So, you know, when I haven't got one of these pellets now, but the one that I did use for the herbs, I could have just popped one of these in. Come on, let me show you. I'm not going to do it now, but let me show you what I could have done. So what I could have done with these, okay, I don't know if you can see here? Right, I could, because this is the sort of pallet, this particular pallet here, with the 2 things either side. I think it might be called a European pallet or an English pallet, or I don't know, whatever it is. It says Amazon, got these on Amazon. But these just slot in, so there's no need to put all the wood underneath. You can just slot these in. They're ready, they're pre-drilled with holes, okay? And they just slot in to each thing like that. I have got them in case I get another pallet, which is the same. I thought, oh, I'll get them. There's a bit of a discount on them at the time, so better to have them than to not have them. Right, strawberries in bags. Some of them, the bags and the strawberries were taken by birds. And the reason I know this, there was a few strewn about, okay? You think, oh, it's rats and mice. No. A bird actually dropped one on this trellis here. Dropped it hanging off this trellis here. So, yeah, they did work and they didn't work, you know what I mean? Look, there's still a couple of bags on. Still a few around here. I have brought a little bowl to take a few strawberries home. I make a smoothie with them. The kids enjoyed an apple and strawberry smoothie. If the apples were ready here, that'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Apples and strawberries from the allotment. But I think actually when the apples are ready, the strawberries are finished. Right, we're out here, we might as well have a look. Right, runner beans, look. I thought they were a bit pasty. Ooh, a bit of flower coming on there. I thought they were looking a bit pasty and pale, but it doesn't matter. Look, they're still growing and I have fed them. Look, here's my cucumber. They are starting to go up there. We need to encourage them, don't we, a little bit when they get a bit longer maybe. But they're going there. The peppers are doing nicely. Right, let's have a look. I do believe when they flower, right, the bit where they branch off below there, you're supposed to take the leaves off to encourage it. Right, so we'll just do it with this one and see how we go. Before the Y, all the leaves off before the Y. See how it branches off to a Y? Don't know if you can see that. You're supposed to take the leaves off before the first flower, before the first Y. And that sends all the energy to that flower. Okay, that's flowering there. So, let's take... Can it do it any harm? I don't know. Don't know. Right, let's take them flowers off. Below the Y. See the Y where it splits off there? Okay. I don't particularly want to do more in case I've done it wrong, but I just saw that this morning. Oh, look, these cucumbers are doing great as well. Oops, right. Come on. Oh, might have a flower there. Might leave that one. Right, we'll leave it. Oh! What do we grow? Oh, this is radish. We've got the black radish there, which I said, oh, they look mouldy. They're not. And then we've got the ordinary radish there. And I'm so glad I've not done them in rows and I scattered them, because the spacing of them I can just see now is far, far better. But look at that. That's the radish, black radish, and the normal radish. They probably are, I've got proper names, but you know me, I never took notice. My sweet peas. I keep making sure that look at the size of the rhubarb. Honest to God, I better pick some. I keep making sure that the leaves aren't going over it. I've just come here today and they have gone over it a little bit. So I'm going to cut some rhubarb off anyway. Sweet peas, loads of peas coming on there. Just need them to fatten up, don't we? Then we can de-pod them, whatever it is you do with peas. I don't know. Right, might tie it back, don't know. We might as well have a look at everything. Right, that's my Coca-Cola, which I can't wait for that to grow. And another Coca-Cola down there. I also snuck a sneaky little lavender in. Why not? Everything else, that's gone. It's going to seed now. Everything else in there is fine. Let's pop up here. Look. This rain, I know I've not enjoyed it, but I think the plants really have. They are growing strong. Those peas. And then I popped a few other peas in. I mean, these are growing. They've got peas on them, although they look really gnarly. But then I did put some other ones in as well. Can you see the difference of the ones I just planted straight in the ground? I might as well just sow them straight in the ground. Right, how are we doing up here? Right, I've covered this over. Nothing has attacked it. I think that one might still be okay. Oh, yeah, smells of cola. That one might just survive. If it was lemongrass in there, nothing's popped up yet because only a few days ago. Nasturtiums, when they start growing, I'm going to start flopping them over that side. But look at those. Oh, look at those. Look at those. Remember? And they did die, didn't they? They are clinging on. They are clinging on. But look at them. Woohoo! Not big enough to pick yet. Is anything in here? Is anything in here? I don't think there is anything in here. Oh yeah, the potatoes are in it. Sweet potatoes. I said I had 2 sweet potatoes. Look, I am growing them for the leaves, don't forget. So we might cut those slip, not that slip. Maybe next week what we'll do is we'll cut the slip off and plant the slip, because I believe that's what you do. You plant that slip and they grow massive, but I will be cutting the leaves off, so that don't matter. Sorry, start that way. It doesn't matter that grows massive. Oh, got some others out here. 2 more there. I've not even looked. Oh, that's growing something. Is that growing anything? Something growing. Right, I sort of gave up once I got a couple. Nothing growing. I'm not putting anything in there. Lettuce. I might cut some lettuce today. Take it home since I've got a dish and my spring onions. They're growing. They've gone to seed. I don't know what to do. Don't know if I should cut one and see if it's still edible by somebody. I don't know. You know me, I don't eat these things, so I don't know. Right, let's go down to the bottom area and see what's going on there before we start sowing and planting and making stuff. I forgot. What else I bought? These. I only bought these, right, because these were actually broomstick handles. Broom handles, right? Broom handles. They were about £1.25 each. And I thought, £1.25 for a piece of wood that I could use for something. Absolutely, yes. So I bought 10. 10 of those. And then I went to the B&M and just bought 2 stakes, because I just like to make sure I've got plenty of wood, which I have, because, you know, I like to make things right. Come on, let's carry on in our little inspection We don't always do a full inspection, do we? Right, now I don't know what's happening to these. These are growing, but the ends are dead gnarly. What's that about? Is that just how they grow? You know what I mean? Oh, look, we've got a flower head on there. Flower head coming on. Oh, the smaller ones. I've got the flower heads on as well. See what I mean? It's just certain ones are like curled up at the end. I don't know what that is, but they're growing higher. Those are not teddy bear sunflowers. I've no idea what they are. Them Timu seeds that Brandon sent me. I don't know. Maybe that one's a teddy bear. Well, I don't know. That's just an experiment. We've no idea what they are. My runner beans are looking really quite thin, so I'm going to nip them out at the top, shall I? I'm just going to nip them out at the top because they're looking quite spindly. And I don't know if that will encourage them to not be spindly, but for me it's worth a try because, yeah, they're just looking a bit lacklustre. You know what I mean? So I'm just popping. They've got some flowers on as well. Got flowers on. So let's nip a few out, see what happens, see if anything happens at all with those. Because although they're growing, and I put loads in, and they're just really just up they go. You know what I mean? They're not. That's got a flower on, so I don't particularly want to pinch that out. Right, we've pinched a couple out, haven't we? So let's see if that does anything. Sweet corn, it's alive. It's alive and it's growing. Flowers on the nasturtiums. Look at that already. Oh, flower on my little, what you call them, Jack Littles. And flower on my rogue sunflower. Flowers there as well. It's a start, isn't it? It is a start. It's a start, right. Runner beans, the gnarly ones stayed gnarly, but oh, look at that one's been munched. God, you can't have anything, can you? Right, but those two are looking nice and strong. Lavender's looking fine. Sweet corn, fine on there. Something's had a dig there. Could imagine a fox. Thank you, fox. Thanks for that. Oh, what have you done? You've dug that up. Thanks for that. That's kind of you. You little horror. Right, let's plant that back in there. Thank you for that, fox. Nothing exciting going on there. Right, so all that's okay. Flowers on that one. That was a self-seeded one. Okay, I need to plant those out. My gherkin roll. I need to plant those out. Sweet peas are doing fine. Oh, got a nice poppy there. We leave the poppies if we see them, if we can. We've got another big poppy coming up here, which we'll leave. Sweet peas doing great. That's going to seed. Obviously, I don't. Oh, is that the seed there? Is that the seed coming out? Or is that just flies on it? Oh, it's got flies on it. That's nice. Whatever those flies are, I need to look that up. Is it flies or is it the seeds? What is it? I can't. Stay still. Oh, it's flies, I think. Well, that's not nice, is it? Right, whatever that is, it probably needs to go. Garlic, I don't know if that's going to amount to anything. Because I pulled that one out the other day, didn't I? And it was nothing. There was nothing there. Sweet pea's fine. Okay. My outdoor loofahs. Yeah, well, not that great. Not that great. Let's have a look at my indoor loofahs. Oh, loads of weeds in between. But they are growing well. We need to weed that because they are growing well, aren't they? But all them little seed things growing between them. Right, we can weed that. Not a problem. The sweet pea's doing okay there. Right. Wildflowers, these things, whatever these are, I don't remember having these last year. This must be from this year's selection of seeds. But yeah, we've got flowers. That's the main thing. They've started to flower, or all the other things have started to come up. We've got a borage starting to flower there, and one little borage flower behind there. One little purple thing, whatever that beautiful little purple thing is there. Yeah. So let's have a look through the tunnel. Let's have our tunnel look, see what it looks like now. And then we'll come back in a bit, in a month or so, and see what it looks like in a month or so. The first job I'm going to do is I am going to sow the dwarf runner beans. I'm going to sow them next to the peas, I think. I just need to, there's loads of little seeds of stuff growing, so let's just get these little seeds out before they become big plants. Yeah? Whatever they are, let's turn it over. Bit of grass, let's get rid of that. cardboard. Honestly, I'll not do that again. It's been so annoying, honestly. Yeah, I'm just going to rip that up. We'll put it in the compost heap. That's going in the compost. I don't like that cardboard. I thought it would have rotted down by now. But we did have about 6 weeks worth of sun, so there we go. You can see me back. That's a great view, isn't it? Mixing that stalch in, that gives it a bit of goodness as well. Right, what have we got? So I'll say it on camera so I'll know for when I've forgotten what they are. These are sweepstake runner beans. How many have we got? Ooh, I've got quite a few. Quite a few. Right, so they need to be 5 centimetres deep. I did read the instructions a little bit, so let's just do a hole. Pop it in. You know me, I like to overplant, so I'll probably put more in than I need to. Sorry, you're watching me bend down. So after using this thing now for about 4 weeks, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, right? It replaces that. And I don't know if you saw on many videos over the past, well, last year and this year, at the end, this thing, not that one, this one just pops off because my hose is always out. I'm always moving, it's always twisting, and it just can't take the slightest bit of pressure, and it just pops off when you're using it. And it is mega infuriating, right? So I must have been searching online, and then an advert for this quick hose, right? Spelled Qwick hose, Hose. So quick hose is the brand, and I'm going to tell you, it is absolutely fantastic, right? It has, shall I undo it to show you? Right. Whereas this one has lots of little prongy things, right? Sometimes the other one, they broke. That is broken on there, but it's just not enough. You only get like a centimetre or so of pipe, of your hose pipe that goes on that. So when you're moving it, it's easy to wiggle out, right? No matter how tight you do that, it's easy to wiggle out. The things snap, right? And I've used those for years, and the same thing happens every year, a couple of times, and I have to replace it. No point. All the money I've spent buying these, I could have just spent, I'll tell you how much it was. I think it was about a tenner, but what I'll do is I'll get the correct price that I paid on Amazon for it, but it's a quick hose, but let me show you, right? So let me just take this off, shall we? Ooh, oh, it's on, forgot it was on. Right, okay, I got so excited in wanting to tell you about it. I forgot I was actually watering my plants. Right, anyway, so don't put the water on. Right, so let's get rid of that one towards the bin, right? So this one, it's attached in the same way because you've got this twisty thing, but it's that length there, right? But it's not just that length there that's holding, you know, a couple of inches, is it? 1.5 inches, 2 inches of pipe, right? But down the centre, I don't want to particularly take it off, but down the centre, you can see the ridge there. It's got a long bit that goes inside your pipe. So you've got a long bit that goes inside your pipe. So if that isn't secure enough, you've then got the long bits outside, not just a short stubby bit that goes to about there. You've got a good length of hose in there. This is listen, I bought this. They haven't sent it to me. I bought this. I paid good money for it. I've used it and I love it, right? But obviously when you're showing people, don't have your thingy, what's it switched on? Your water, right? Then, sorry, my fiddliness I've not got my glasses on, sorry. Right, then, there you go. And that's the end for your thing. For that. Nice and secure in there, sorry. Sorry, let me just show you that end bit again. I didn't do it right. Right, you have to pull, sorry, that's because that's because I've never had to take this off, right? It stayed on, right? All the weeks I've tried it, and usually I'm putting this on and off, right? You pull that outer sleeve down there. Sorry, that's my mistake. Pull, because I never had to do it. Pull it down, stick your hose in, let it up. Locked, 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 people, locked. Right, that's all locked, that's all secure. And I've washed loads of times using this and it hasn't come off at all. Let me just see how much you paid for it. I think it was about £10, but I got it off Amazon, so it might have been a little bit dearer because I got next day delivery. You can order direct from Quick Hose, QWICK, Quick Hose, okay? Right, just let me go and see the price. I've just checked, £9.50 on Amazon, free delivery, if you've got Amazon Prime, that is. So £9.50. And if, in fact, if I ordered it right now, I could get it before 10 o'clock tonight. That's probably why I ordered it off Amazon and not direct from Quick Hose, right? Because probably quicker than the actual people can deliver it. But it's a genuine Quick Hose one on Amazon. It will say genuine, or you know, it'll have the trademark thing for Quick Hose on it. Yeah, £9.50. I'm going to tell you, that is money well spent, because that is going nowhere. Honestly, you've seen me, and I've cut out loads where I've just absolutely been infuriated by myself for, you know, not getting a decent hose connector, but that is a decent hose connector. I bought it myself. They haven't sent it me, so you know what I mean? I'm not pretending it's something it isn't. It really is fantastic, and I'm going to recommend it. Now, let's water those beans. Next, we're going to do the onions, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to stick the onions in this long bed that we made last year. It's I have added compost in here a couple of weeks ago. Mixed it all in, whatnot. Some of these look like they've started to grow already, so you just pop them in with the top sticking out, don't you? I believe. God, there's millions of them. Absolutely tons of them. So I think there's about 9 onions in there. Okay, so remember that number, 9. We'll see how many we grow. I've never grown onions before. I tried to grow them from seed, sorry, but I've never grown onion sets before. We are not doing too bad with our jobs at all, are we? We're really battling through them. I actually think I'm going to do all the jobs that I set out to do today. And one of the jobs is filling the bird feeder, because it's absolutely been demolished. Sorry, let me just move something out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to put the fat balls in first. There we go. Right. These are the home bargain ones. I found these ones go the quickest with all the seeds in. I have had other ones that haven't had all the big seeds in, and they've lingered around for a bit longer of a time than these ones. These get eaten quite quickly. So Wild Garden, 10 pack, I think, I'm not sure, £1 something, not a lot of money. Right, so we've got those. Let's just pop that to one side, and then we're going to fill the nuts. Oops. And then the seed. What I want to do now is I want to make a structure for these crystal lemon cucumbers. And my idea was, with these thingy poles, I can sort of hammer them into the ground a little bit and cross them over, like so. Like so. You know what, let's just do it. Let's just cross it over and then maybe tie it with a tie up. Let's just do it. Oops. So for now, let's give it a little bit of tie. And then let's do the same at the other end. Don't forget, these are just broom handles. Okay, they were £1.25. Or I think that's because I bought them in bulk. I bought 10. So something like so. Let me stand back and have a look at that. You know what? Does the job, doesn't it? Does the job. Can I strengthen it with that square one that I bought? No, my brackets won't work for that, will it? I think we'll try and screw that on. Let me go and get my drills, etc. Ooh, did we forget about those? I think we nearly did, because I can go from that to that pole. Sorry. Take you with me, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Because I can go from that. I can screw one in there, and I can screw two in the bottom, and then that has secured that at the top. This is why I make these things, right? This is absolutely perfect, and I love the fact that I'm now going to use them. Might put another one in, let me just do the other side so that nothing's going to fall down. Okay. The countersunk these as well. Not that it matters for this, but just tell you that the 3D printer is amazing. We've just had a selection of all different brackets, and I'm going to do some more, obviously. Right, does that look? Funny, do lally. Right, okay, let me just stand back and take a look at that. I've checked it, and I just banged that side in just a touch with the hammer, right? It's not super stable, is it? Do I need to put a couple? I think I might just put a couple of things in the ground and attach it. A couple of stakes, just a couple of small stakes in the ground like I do. Just because, although it's probably not going to go anywhere, I just need to make sure, because it saves time later on, doesn't it? Right, so I'm going to put one here and then one over there. Just gonna bang it in, sorry. Let me just, to kneel on the floor, sorry. Right, just gonna bang that in. Okay, should help. I'm gonna put one on that side there, down there. Hopefully you can see. Just move you down a bit. Right, there you go. Just need to neaten it off with some scissors, and then we're ready for the string to wrap all the way around. I've remembered I've got some net. But I hate working with this. I love it. I love it and I hate it at the same time, just because when it arrives, it's twisted, right? And when you start untwisting it, that's when you start losing the shape. You just, I can't explain it. Can't explain it. I've had them before, and they're so twisted that you can't figure out one's top from the bottom, etc., etc. And that's all tied round. So I don't know what's going on there. That looks like that's shoved in there. So if it doesn't annoy me too much, see what I mean? It's so twisted. Right, let's untwist it. Let's see if we can untwist it so as we don't get annoyed by it. Is it wide enough to be able to do this? I think we may be okay. It just, sometimes with this you can just get yourself tangled in right knots with it. Well, you've seen me use it before. You've seen me get tangled up in knots. Right, that needs to be longer. Okay. Is that long enough? Right, should we start at one side? Attach it, see how bad it is. I'm pretty sure that'll go across. Right, let's see. I'm going to, sorry, you probably didn't see any of that. I'm so sorry. Right, let's start again. Right, I've just whapped this over the top of here. I've pulled it around the other side. I'm going to staple it, okay? I might put the odd tie wrap in after I've stapled it. The stapled it is just to help. I don't know. Honestly, you just get tangled up. I just keep thinking you're here all the time, so I don't even move the camera. I end up shooting blank spaces. Right, that's definitely the end of that one. So for now, I'll just staple it. Right, I'll just staple it. Just switch it on. Oh God, please tell me this is working. Yeah, right, just wasn't doing it right. Fair enough. Okay, this will be a rough staple. You have to press the front bit down. That can be tricky. Right, let's see. I don't know why it is now, but whenever I start work, my nose starts running. What the devil is that about? Oh no, is it not quite wide enough? Maybe. If we stretch it a bit. If we give it a bit of a stretch, what we're thinking. Right, we might be able to work with that. Let's see. Honestly, I hate this stuff. Love it, hate it. Love it and hate it. Right, I think, you know what? I think that might be able to do. And there. One sec. Oh, missed totally missed. Okay. And then we do another couple on the way up. Okay. Right. Okay, right, that doesn't look so good in the middle. It's a bit tight in the middle. Never mind, it still clings to it, it just looks a bit up in the middle. Right, can you see? Right, what have we got? What are we working with here? Honestly, love it, hate it. know what? I think that'll do. I'm just going to put a bit of, on the other side, I'm just going to put a bit of string across the bottom, just because on the other side, that bottom bit goes up there like that. Not that it makes any difference, they will still cling, but what I will do is I will just put the odd tie wrap in, just because that's only a staple holding that. It's only a staple, so I'll get a few more of these little tie wrap things here and just pop them on, just for extra strength. And now it's finished. I forgot I had what's at the end as well, so I put some twine across both ends. Just filled in that bottom bit where it arched up. Doesn't matter, you won't be able to see it hopefully in a couple of months. But there you go, there you have it. A stable-ish sort of structure for the crystal lemon cucumbers to grow at. You know what? Not too shabby. Oh, I've just been gifted some more, a different type of gherkin, it's mini cucumber. He didn't call it a gherkin, called it a mini cucumber, which I think it's one and the same thing. So, from the retired gentleman at the bottom, who always gives me plant gifts, and I gave him the rest of the onions actually. He wanted the onions, I got these. I think it's a fair swap. So, I'm going to put these alongside the ones that I've grown. We need to build another structure. Okay. I do like my structures all to be different, as you've noticed. I just think it just adds, doesn't it, if it all structures are different. So let me have a think about, I might do a bamboo one, actually. I might do a bamboo structure or something similar. Let me sit down and have a think about what structure I'm going to do in that space. We might as well grow them all together. Might as well grow them all. It'll be another A-frame again. Because it's gherkins, it doesn't need to be any higher than that. I can just sort of fold them back in on themselves if it goes any higher. Or I could even add a trellis. Could even add a trellis if I desperately needed to, but the gherkin ones don't, well, mine didn't grow as big, sorry, mine didn't grow as big as big cucumbers. So yeah, I'm going to think of another structure to put there for mine down here, my roll of them, and these 4 here, which look a lot better than mine actually. They look a lot greener because mine have been stuck in that plastic roll. Right, let me get my thinking cap on. Oh, as I was sat here thinking about my next move, I was sat in front of the strawberries. So I just thought, you know what, ooh, some of them in the bag are ready for picking. And certainly some in there. I should have got 2 of those. I should have just covered it over, tried again this year, covered it properly. But, oh, look at that, that's a dopper. That's massive, massive, massive. Right, so there's quite a few. I'm just collecting them all so that I can do a smoothie for my kids later when I get in. It's just, oops, lost a baby one there, never mind. There we go. Right, I'll just carry on, harvest all that and then think about that structure. Oh my word, underneath that, there were loads and loads and loads. Oh, have I ordered another one of them? I might have ordered another one of them. Might be a bit late by the time it arrives because it's from Temu. So, you know, Temu, it takes blooming ages to get to you. But I'll have it for next time. But I can't believe it. That's the 3rd lot that I've picked. 3rd big lot. I've had the odd one or 2 that I've handed out to the kids and whatnot. But look at that. I just hope I can get it home safely without crushing it, because that's what I usually do. I brought this bowl especially to collect those. So I'm just going to maybe put one of those bags over it in my rucksack, put it in flat, and hope that even though I'm going shopping, that I don't crush them all. Oh, something else I forgot to show you that I got from B&M actually, because I've used the last of my tomato food. I just feed everything with tomato food. It's got good stuff in it, so I mean, I think it's worked wonders on. I've had everything on the strawberries. The strawberries have had manure, horse manure, chicken manure, this. So no wonder the whoppers. You know what? The rain is coming in now. So you know what? I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I've cut it short. And we'll carry on wherever I left off next time. But the rain's coming. It's getting quite dark. It's getting quite chilly. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because you get all this fantastic content, which is great fun. And I shall see you next week. Bye.